Hi there. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can create aesthetic short video clips for your website. Because when you create videos for your website, you kind of have to think a little bit different, and there's some tweaks to be done. So it will kind of help you make it look more aesthetic, but also still at the same time easy to read and follow through. I love adding videos to website template, and I also feel like it adds to your brand. It gives more of a vibe, and the experience of your website just changes completely. So the video before we talked about GIFs. And so just to repeat, or if you didn't see that part of the tutorials, is that in general in Showit, you can only add these kind of short aesthetic video clips as a big background on a canvas like this, covering the full screen. If you want to do it in a smaller format like this, you need to do it as a GIF, which is basically the same thing, but it just doesn't have any sound on. And yeah, so that is basically it. So we're going to focus on when it's like this big covering screen. This is basically the only way you can upload videos. So after doing a lot of trial and error and testing, I found that there are some key things that I do to make it look really nice when it comes to editing videos and making them look aesthetic, and just really help you out a lot when you're editing your template. So let's get into it. So first things first, do edit your videos in the beginning in your favorite video editor. Me personally, I switch between CapCut or Adobe Premiere Pro. You don't need any professional one. And then secondly, I just want to say that you don't need to have this super professional like videos that is like filmed with professional camera, iPhone videos or whatever. Phone videos works as well, don't you worry. So what I do is that at first I just do like regular editing, or if I want to change color or aesthetics in general, and just do a general like trim or what to say. Then I go to Canva. So basically it's in Canva that I kind of prepare it for website and make it a little bit more like aesthetic that works for the website. So I don't know if you have used Canva before. So it's like a web-based design tool, which I love, and I'm guessing that you probably know what it is. But if you don't want to pay for it, I think it costs like 100, not 100, sorry, I'm lying, 10 euros per month or something like that. But they also have a free option. So I can really recommend to use Canva to pre-edit your videos before uploading to Showit, because in Showit you don't really have the opportunity to do a lot of adjustments and cropping. You kind of want it to be done before. So what you do, you have your videos, and it doesn't matter if you film it on a phone or a camera, horizontal, vertically, it doesn't matter. This is what we're gonna kind of fix now. So what you want to do is that you want to create a design, and remember that we can only use it as a full screen cover. So the best size for this is to create a new custom size, and the standard size for a website screen is 1920 on width and 1080. And this you can look up. You can just Google screen size and you will get this. So create a new size. And now you can see you have kind of the standard size for a full screen. Then what you want to do next is that you want to upload your videos here on the left menu to uploads, the videos that you have. And then I'm just going to scroll to the video that I'm going to use as an example. I'm going to use this one as an example. So this is going to be an example video. So I'm just going to play this video just so you can see how it looks like. It's like an aesthetic Instagram, like outfit video, you could say. I mean, this one was very professionally filmed, but just to give an example. So this video right here is a little bit too long. It's a little bit too much. So I'm going to trim it down and pick up parts that I want to use for the website. But first things first, I'm going to make sure to crop this to make it fit the screen size and kind of crop it the way that I want it to be. So first things first, before that, I just want to, because I really want to use this part of the video where she's wearing this kind of suit and skirt outfit. I really like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to that part of the video so I can see a little bit. And then I double click and I just play around and move it a little bit because you can't really see her head. So now let's see how that looks like. Maybe I want to move it down a little bit. So it depends a little bit what part I'm going to use of this video. And the thing is, yeah, let's see, let's play around. So then after that, I'm going to start to trim. So from this video, actually, we could get several videos out of this one. So I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to create 2 different versions from this one. But I think honestly, in reality, we could create like 5 different shorter aesthetic clips from this one and use over your website, which is also really nice because then it will look cohesive and consistent because you have like from the same video, the same aesthetic, the same outfit, but it's just a little bit different between them in the movements. Okay, so the next step is to kind of find the sequence and start to trim, which I would like to use. Oh, and I really like this part where she's walking. So I'm gonna press the video. And as I press the video, you will see that there will be a menu pop up coming here. And if you go to the scissor, this is where you can actually trim. So I'm gonna move the cursor, what do you say? To, I'm gonna have it start where I want it to start. It's a little bit too late. There maybe. And then when it comes to video clips for your website, you want to keep it short, super, super short. You just want to capture one movement. So as you see here, it switched to another angle. I want to not include that because it would be too messy. Thinking also that you're going to have, text over as well. So I'm going to just see how that looks like if I just take that part. Hit play. Okay, I still got that switch. I don't like when she switches over to the other. It will be too messy. Let's see if we only get that. I'm gonna play. Yeah, we only get to walk. Then, now that I've chosen a specific part, I'm gonna just adjust the cropping a little bit more to my liking. I love that. Okay, then I feel like I'm good with the cropping. And you can see it's super short. It's like 1 second. But however, before we do any more edits, one more thing, this you can actually do already from the beginning, is that you can add text here over. So you can kind of get a vibe of how it would look like with text, because this is the really important part. I'm just gonna see here, become that, I'm just writing any random stuff, that stylish woman. And here, if you really want to be like super correct, you could add your font and your colors and everything, or you can just add a similar text just to get the vibe. So for me, I'm just gonna add the white just to get a feeling of, sorry, just gonna make that white and maybe, let's see, I'm just gonna, just to get a vibe of how that will look like. I think just the letter spacing was a little bit too much. Okay, let's play with that. This can kind of give me a feeling of how it will look like with overlay text, because that is one of the tricky parts when you do videos for your website. You want the text to be visible, and also kind of gives you a vibe of if it's gonna work well or not. Now this is like not at all as the template, but just to give you an idea. So then this is what we got so far. So what I think about this movement is it's really clean, it's short, but what we can do is that we can add a little bit of slow motion. So this is where you go to playback in the menu, and then here you have video speed, and I'm gonna dial it down all the way because I feel like it's way too fast. And then let's check it out again. Yeah, this was maybe a little bit too slow. So this is where you kind of have to play a little bit and see which one is gonna work. I'm gonna redo that. And then what you can also do is that you can put it on repeat. And maybe I like this text to be more there. I feel like it's disturbing a little bit. Okay, let's play it again. Not too bad. I'm gonna put it on. So I'm just gonna remove the text just so you can see. So this is the final video. And it will be like on loop, and then you can have a text over. So it's really aesthetic, it's really nice, and then you can play with speed and also kind of upload it to show it with the text and see if you feel like it's too distracting from the text or not. So usually what I find is that keep the movement short, make it flow, and then just play with slow motion, because then it won't be too distracting from the text. So this is basically what you can do. You can use one video clip and just pick out these small sequences. Like from one video clip, you can get like so many. You can get 3, 4, even 5. If you just go into detail and just capture each like single aesthetic movement. And you can also play with different zooms as well. You can zoom really in a lot. And having things really zoomed in helps you to declutter and make text more visible as well. I like zooming in quite a lot when I do aesthetic videos, especially when you zoom into details like this, holding the bag, or like really like close up to like face. Like this crop right here is really, really nice. You can imagine if you have like a text, it's like not too cluttery and it's very clean and it's very aesthetic. So this is like a tips that I can give you, is to really play with crop, and especially close-up crops and into details, and play around with that. And it's super easy in Canva to play around with cropping. You just click on the video and drag it on the edges, and you can play with cropping like that, and you can move it around. This is why I love doing this in Canva first before I upload it to show it,